Hello, my name is Robert Parker, and if you're watching this video right now, there's a good chance that you probably suffer from chronic heartburn or acid reflux, and maybe you're just curious about how serious your problem actually is. And I'm making this video in the hopes that whoever sees it won't have to put up with the years of excruciating pain that I had to deal with. If you have heartburn, usually you'll notice symptoms like, here, I have a little list right here, so let me read this off. Burning sensation in the chest behind the breastbone. This is one of the first symptoms that most people notice after eating. It can last from a few minutes to a few hours. Chest pain. You'll feel this when you bend over to pick something up. When you're lying down or when you're eating. Burning in the throat. This feels like a hot, acidic fluid in the back of your throat. Difficulty swallowing food. Sometimes it feels like food is sticking in the middle of your chest or your throat. And this happens when the inside of your throat and stomach gets so inflamed that you can't swallow food properly and it's painful to swallow. A chronic cough or sore throat. This is because the acids wear down the lining in your esophagus, making your throat feel hoarse and sensitive. Acid reflux. Now, this is not exactly the same as heartburn. This is kind of a different disorder. This happens as heartburn becomes more progressive and serious. You start to regurgitate vomit up into your throat and mouth, and it can cause serious damage to your throat, your mouth, and your teeth. Now, you might see a doctor and hear various different things about this problem, and a lot of doctors that I saw said that my heartburn was most likely minor and it could be controlled by simple changes in my diet. But month after month, I kept dealing with this excruciating pain, and it was getting worse and worse, and eventually I started to taste blood in my mouth, and I would spit it out, and it would scare the living daylights out of me. And I kept telling my doctor about this, and he said, drink more water, eat more fiber and veggies, and he said to avoid foods like citrus fruits, chocolate, spicy, fatty, or fried foods. But I told him I already read this stuff online, on the internet, and I implemented these changes months ago. So he told me if it gets really bad at night, the acid reflux, I should elevate my bed so the acid doesn't sit in my throat at night. Because apparently that can lead to Barrett's esophagus, which can cause throat cancer. And I was kind of thinking, like, is this really all they could do for heartburn? And at one point, my doctor did put me on Prilosec, but the Prilosec didn't work well, and I read that I wasn't supposed to be on it for a long time. So I wound up dealing with this problem for 3 years, and my doctor said if the medicine wasn't working, he had other medicines he could put me on. And it got to the point where I couldn't deal with this anymore. I was afraid to keep switching meds because I felt like if I try all these different medicines and the heartburn doesn't stop, I'm going to be really angry. And I basically felt like a guinea pig at this point. So I wound up going on a research spree and started searching Google for everything and anything I could find about heartburn and acid reflux, and I wound up finding this guy online named Bob Barton, and he had this report he was charging for, and I wasn't really feeling his website at first, but I wound up getting the report because I was desperate. I was going through his book, and he talked about how heartburn and acid reflux medicines trigger a buildup of gastrin, and a buildup of gastrin will make your acid reflux much worse. And when you stop taking these medicines, it makes the problem just exponentially worse in the long term. Now, I never really believed in Chinese herbal remedies. Some people believe in homeopathic remedies, but the point is, the chemistry behind this guy's, the technique he uses. I'm no doctor, but if there is one thing I understand, it's chemistry, because that's what I took in college, and this made perfect sense to me. And I tried it out, and I have not been having any pain for months now. And after 3 years, I finally taken those bricks away from underneath my bed. So if anybody's dealing with this problem, if you've tried a lot of different things, I'm telling you, pick up this guy's report. I'll leave a link for it in the description of this video, and honestly, just give this a thorough shot. I was dealing with this problem for 3 years, and I had no idea what to do. If you have chronic heartburn or acid reflux, I feel so sorry for you. I know what you're going through, but give this a shot because it worked for me, and I know it can work for you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I hope I can help someone with this video. But thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.